All right, so good morning. Welcome. This is how to continue working on or getting started on your final exam project. So the first step was to create a plan. The plan is based off one of your sketches. You are incorporating at least 3 different concepts or techniques. You're choosing a media. So now to create my artwork, I am going to start on my sketchbook page. So you are either going to use an entire sketchbook page or you are going to do a square that would be, I believe it's a 9-inch by 9-inch square. So here's one thing. All of these are squares. Well, what if I don't want my final artwork to be a square? I want it to be a whole rectangle. I want to take up this whole page. I can totally do that. All right, so I decided that I like what's going on here in a square, but I actually want my final artwork to be a rectangle. So what I'm going to do is thinking about what is my media. It's watercolor and ballpoint pen. And that in the end, my lines are going to be very visible because I am doing contour line drawing. So I'm going to use an H pencil just to start drawing. Actually, this is a 2B, but I'm going to draw really lightly. And I'm going to kind of keep the general layout of what's going on here because I'm thinking about that rule of thirds. So I am redrawing this to take up this larger paper, and I'm reconfiguring it because it is now a rectangle instead of a square. So because of one of the things that I said I wanted to do was contour line drawing, I need to find a reference image. So my fish, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to rearrange the layout of my fish. But when I go to do my contour line drawing of my fish, I am going to be looking at some references. So what kind of fish? Is it a bass? Is it a tropical angelfish? Is it, I don't know. I'm going to have to look at an image in order to help me with that. So I've already started to kind of put in those two. Now I see this little guy, and actually I feel like I'm going to put him over here, but I'm going to change the direction. So this sketch is just my starting point. It's my springboard. And if I need to and want to make changes as I begin, I can do that. So here is this guy over here. He also has an eye. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to look up some surreal artists. And one of the artists I like, surreal artists, is Vladimir Kush. So I'm going to incorporate that because that is one of my 3 things: contour line drawing, inspiration from artist, color mixing. I'm not at color mixing yet. So as I take up space and kind of redraw this, just to get a general idea of the placement, I notice I have a lot of empty space. So I'm going to need to fill that space. But this is how I get started on moving from my sketch to my final project. So your final project is either going to be 9 by 12 inches or 9 by 9. If you have other paper that or canvas that's larger that you want to work on, you can certainly do that. But that is kind of the minimum requirement for this assignment. So that gets you started on your final project. And of course, the method to do that is different for the different types of media that you're going to use or the different styles that you're going to use.